Aquarius. Okay, so this reading is going to be about Saturn going into Aries, which just happened on May 24th. And it's going to stay until September 2nd. And then it's going to go back into Pisces until February. And then it's going to stay in Aries for like a couple of years. So it's going to be kind of interesting. I wrote down a few of the things that, you know, could happen. Like we might be working on our impulses, the speed at which we do things, our level of confidence, motivation, willingness to take leaps of faith and start new things. Okay, so I have some of the gifts and challenges. Actually, this is interesting. So, one of the challenges for Aquarius is I pulled this card, Fated to Suffer. I'm actually going to read from the book because this is so interesting. It's about perspective. And when I see this, it reminds me of Snow White, the poison apple. And I'll read the book and then you'll see. All right. So this is the stage of depression. It says, feeling confined into a script, forced by others, and never really fought, heading toward a destination of pain. Hold on, I'm going to get this so I can see better. If you know the future, you forsake your choices. Only with no fate, life is free to unfold into unknown shores. Once upon a time, we believed in fairy tales. They were the voice of common sense, the educational tool which prepared us to duty, danger, and morals. Some things we would never accept if they were told by a single voice. So the world arranges us to hear them with 1,000 voices, 1,000,000 voices. It's about what we can do and what we can't do. What are you worth? What can you aspire to? It's about what you like, what you want, what you hold dear. It creates a script, which becomes as strong as all the voices that believe that script combined. So much that you cannot see another path. Are you truly seeing Snow White with a card? Is this story truly only one that this image can tell? What if the apple is not poisoned? What if the witch is not evil? Is that the same as what you look into your life? Is it truly what you think it is? Are there not any other options? Is the opinion of others honestly better than ours, even if they are many and we are only one? Are you fated to suffer? It is not that there is no suffering in the world. The point is that there is no fate. It's interesting because before I read the book, like, there's nothing that says that that's Snow White. You know what I mean? Like, there's a poison apple. And I never... Just because I see an apple and an old hag, just... I don't know. But that's what the cards say, too. This is like a perspective in conflict. And it looks like you're going to have some new things coming towards you. New energies, pages. And it's like, are you going to see, when you have new things coming towards you, are you always going to see a conflict and miss opportunities? Sorry, I was just looking at this. Yeah, there's some sort of conflict too that might come to an end during this transit. What is this? The Hangman keeps coming out. That's interesting because that's Pisces, which is consciousness. Let me see. What is the Hangman? There's some sort of illusion. I wonder if, like, there's some sort of suffering that has been you've been attached to. Me included. I'm an Aquarius, so that we've been attached to. And it's not that where we haven't been able to live our true potential. Because I'm seeing this card in my head. I don't even have this deck. I've seen it in other tarot readers. I don't even know what deck it is. It's a Ten of Swords energy, but the card is the woman on it is on her phone in her bed, and she's got 10 swords in her back, but she's like, I'm fine. But she's on her phone scrolling. But she's clearly not fine because Ten of Swords is. So it's almost like there hasn't been a recovery, maybe, fully mentally from some sort of trauma. In a sense where there's still some suffering. But I feel like it's more in the level of maybe clinging, not being able to be emotionally vulnerable, maybe. Because that takes a lot of strength and courage. So it looks like there's going to be new energies coming in. So it's going to be a challenge here. You could also be building walls up so you don't even allow new energies to come near you. Some people, some. Yeah, it's like we're stuck in some sort of grieving. Five of Cups. That could be depression as well. That did have depression on here. Sometimes you don't even recognize it. Wow, this is... We do have a healing energy. Okay, this is how I see it. It's like life is okay, but you're not in that... The Ace of Wands is like a new lease on life. There's a lot of passion and excitement for life. So that's what I'm not seeing. You know what I'm saying? It's more like Four of Cups. I wonder if I have a Four of Cups energy. It's more like, see this guy is like laying in bed. Like maybe you go out and do some things, but it's not. Like maybe you're doing day-to-day tasks, but life is not fulfilling. See this guy too. He doesn't look very fulfilled. Let me see this justice. Is there still some sort of conflict? I think that's going to come to an end, though, during this transit. Because, look, we have the conflict. Yes, I'm getting two messages off this, okay, for one, it's a perspective. It's conflict and perspective, but it looks like there's some sort of conflict. Some of you may be still stuck in maybe a legal conflict or something. Okay. Yeah. So I have that. It's subconsciously keeping you tied to the past. Well, like, you might not even realize to be honest, you may not even realize it's still affecting you in the way that it is. So I wonder if as this transit, because Pisces is kind of a illusionary type of energy, like we may not see things clearly. I wonder if as the transit kind of progresses, if maybe you'll kind of see it, or something will come up. It might, yeah, so that might happen. Because the Eight of Wands could be like getting epiphanies. The Moon is the subconscious, and there's stuff from the past that's kind of being hidden. Or we could be avoiding, because just look how he's avoiding something. It could have to do with, like, loss of time invested, or, okay, because this is how I'm seeing this, because I was wondering about this Eight of Cups, so that's usually you're emotionally attached to something, emotional baggage. So I was pulling, so this is a loss, but, like, this is usually like something you've invested in. Now, it would either be in financially, or this is like time. So that would be like regret. Like, oh, I can't believe I wasted 10 years of my life on this jerk. You know what I mean? It would be like something like that. Or I can't believe I lost, you know, this person. I lost a bunch of money on this person. You know what I mean? It would be like that. Like, this person took advantage of me and I lost a bunch of money. It would be something like that. So you may not even realize this. This could be something that comes up during this. This is separate from this is a separate message. Yeah, I feel like you might be doing a lot of purging during this, because I was just looking at this. She looks like she's throwing up a bunch of stuff here. That reminds me of purging. So I have a couple of different things here. So you may be kind of like, a challenge is going to be, so that one of the challenges is going to be your perspective on, so for some, perspective on how you kind of like view the world. You could be seeing it through filters. There could be some suffering. This is suffering, like playing the victim. Not even, like some could be playing the victim. Some could be like, how you view circumstances. Like I was reading from the book, like you see this and it's like you automatically see, well, not you. I even did it myself. I automatically see a poisoned apple. And it's not even, why do I see that? Because this could just be a girl handing someone an old lady an apple. Do you know what I mean? Like, I did it too. So it could be, yeah, like how you view people, how you view things. So it's like trying to have a more positive outlook. Because sometimes if you've been taken advantage of a lot, of course, you're going to automatically look for that. You're going to scan when you have new energies coming towards you. Okay? That makes sense. But not. But having to live like that is just, it's ridiculous. That's just one of the things I thought of. Okay, so then we may also have, I just lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Hold on, give me a sec. And you may also have some purging coming up during this. It's going to go over a whole span of time, okay? So all this is not going to come up, right away. This is going to be over a period of time. But these are some things that you can expect to be happening, because it's like, I actually already kind of started to film this and then I stopped and did it again. I did have the world card, and it's like we're completing a cycle and we're moving into the next cycle, so we have some challenges. Okay, so here's something good. Here's the gift we're getting, which is actually pretty good for me. So, I can read this in a couple of different ways. Especially if you've been dealing with somebody. So we have the snake here, and that's somebody who's, I guess you can understand, somebody who's not for you. So it looks like you either have somebody who's going to give you, either they're going to help you in some way, they're going to protect you, or they're going to give you something to help you protect yourself, okay? So we have the bear, the anchor. This is somebody who's tried and true. And then we have the communication. Okay, so that's why I can read it in two ways. It's somebody who's maybe going to give you a vantage point, or they're going to help you in some way. That's why I can read it two ways, because this is electronic communication. Maybe they give you something. Maybe this person gives you something in writing that can help you against this person, or this person just says they're going to help you. Okay. So that's a gift you're going to get. If you have somebody who's been after you or against you. Looks like you have a lot. we have a lot happening. For one, we're going to have to change our perspective. Two, we're going to have a lot of purging coming. I was hoping we'd get a break, but it doesn't look like it. This one's also calling the storm. I want to read that before I go. I was hoping we get a break, but doesn't look like it. I just want to see it, like, look at it real quick. Bargaining. Pull and release, push to the limit. The eye is the only peaceful place that can be. So like what? The eye of the storm? The shaman woman wears an antler hat, dresses, or I need this light. Sucks getting old. A shaman woman wears an antler hat, dresses in crimson and brown, and holds her crow-headed staff in the storm. Autumn leaves spiral out of control around her as the whirlwind shakes the world. Power comes... Oh, I already read that. There is a time to find and release our power, like a spring that had been compressed to the point it has lost the memory of motion and movement. Yet there is power inside it. Finding it is called empowerment. It starts from the belief in our power. That's interesting. Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute. In our ability to cope, to fight, to endure, to overcome a challenge. However, too often we are encouraged to see empowerment as something that happens only within in our psychological space. We are not necessarily islands. Oh, I lost my spot. We can borrow the power of the world around, the context, the environment, the expectations. We do not control the storm, we just call it. To call the storm, we need not to fear it. That's interesting. And this is what will make us strong. After the storm, there is always sun. So if the sky has been gray for too long, it's time not to fear the storm, but to embrace it. It will grow up and devour our chains and our jailers, and it will hurt us as well, but it will be healthier than just stare at the chilly rain. We will restart only after we let ourselves end. It's interesting because we have courage here, we have power with 8, and then we have the angel, we have the strength card, which is courage. Interesting. Maybe we're in for a fight, but we have protection and advantage. So if there is some sort of fight coming, it looks like we have help. Okay, so maybe that's what this is as well, these people. Those two. So don't be afraid to, if there is, I'm not saying there isn't, there's going to be, but I'm just saying it looks like there is. Okay. I wonder if that's what this is as well. Because the Emperor is a protector. This is community. And if it's not anything like that, let me see. For others who are not in any type of battle or anything like that, you could have some new offers coming in as far as that's another thing. If you have new energies coming towards you as far as love, career, maybe that's perspectives that you need to like change your perspective. Like not everyone's bad, because that's what this could be as well. Because I just noticed we have the Ace of Pentacles. I didn't see that before. Yeah, because this could be new contracts. Like, this could be someone asking you out. This could be new jobs coming in, new offers. So, this is going to be very interesting. I'm making this so long. I gotta stop. The Emperor, I gotta get off here. It's gonna take forever to upload. Okay. Yeah, look at this. You have new things coming in towards you, and you're gonna want to protect yourself. And if you're already in something, it's like you want to protect yourself, but this looks so good. It's like you have to let your guard down a little bit. All right, I'm gonna let it go here, okay? Hopefully it made sense. I don't know if it did. I'll see you guys next time.